Um, he played catcher with us for them PG teams, probably like PG Select. His name was Amir. I think he may have played with Fort Washington or something. If you're talking, I can't hear him.
He said he can't hear you.
Amir.
Amir.
Hmm? He played catcher. PG Select, I think, is with the team. Wherever that field is, we used to have all them. It was like 4 or 5 fields back to back where tournaments would be at. He was on that team, I think, with me. Could have been when we would see Trey play baseball too. Could have been at Savannah Park. I think maybe. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what you talking about.
I think his last name Carter.
That was in Charles County.
I think his last name Carter.
They had like 3 or 4 fields up there.
Yeah, they back to back. Little nice little walk around area.
Yeah.
Anyway, he doing stand-up comedy now.
What's his name?
Amir, he put a video. He went to school. That's what I think it was, Fort Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, he played with Fort Washington.
He's
He
a teacher now, but
I know what you're talking about.
he put his first little stand-up clip up. It wasn't bad. He got some views on it,
Just stop breaking up, man.
It was.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What stand-up comedy? What location was it?
I don't know. Let me find a video.
Oh, did y'all see him live or?
I just saw it online.
Okay.
I would talk to him on Twitter when he be making jokes about how dumb these shows are sometimes, and then he pop out, like he'll say something. On Twitter, you have this thing where it's like a close friends where people can make inside jokes.
Trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams of my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First and 10 at the 47. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers to throw once more. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 28 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Murray a give. This is Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. just shy of the 20. 8-6 the score after one. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
From the 30 on second down, Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And a reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Murray now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
For the catch made by Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Murray now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Connor going to try and run it. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Rodgers now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have retaken a third quarter lead. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Connor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 4th and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back outside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Dillon. And he will get this
dumbass bitch. Yeah, quit the game, bitch.